went down from 6th to 7th. Anyway, I don't think many play this game, being that the list never changed since I put the prophecy message in the first place. Since I put the prophecy message in the first place. Since I put the prophecy message in the list, I mean. God only knows if people are looking up those passages and seeing if they fit modern Iraq. What else? The woo-pooed the pool on the 4th of July, but we had a great July 4th, being that the neighborhood got together in the street and fired off their fireworks with us. We were the hit of the party when, right near the end, one of our fireworks exploded like a bomb, scaring people. Yet, it was a legal firework. Oh, another thing about the woo. It might be the Godzilla movies, I don't know, but he's wrestling around with me a lot now. Roughhousing with me. Such behavior has got my family worried about him, being that Bruce Aaron used to do the same thing with me and his dad. And then, well, the rest is history. And Bruce Aaron too loved Godzilla movies. What else? Besides the physical change in my dad is also changing his biblical point of views due to the death penalty questioning of my brother. I'll go into this detail later on. What it comes down to is, my dad is no longer for the death penalty. He now thinks it is anti-Christian. However, he agrees with me that the convicted should be used for a good cause instead of executing them. A waste of human life, if you ask me. We should use them in experimentation, where the worst of offenders, like the murder of Polly Klaas, end up in the most dangerous of experiments, that is, those for the curing of cancer or AIDS. I know it sounds Nazi and fascist, but hey, if it can benefit the human race, I say experiment away on the rapists and murderers, but make sure the experiment is more than just an educated guess. In other words, don't just experiment to torture. Make sure there really is a great chance that it could lead to something positive. What else? Oh, today I became blown away I became blown away when my dad read Isaiah 53 to me. Call me a blinded Jew if you want, but I had no idea that such a Christ-revealing chapter in the Old Testament existed until today. I don't know if Dad was reading from the King James or not, but it really sounded like a chapter in the Old Testament that predicted Jesus Christ and what he was going to do for the human race. After hearing it, I asked out loud, how in the world do Jews explain such a chapter in the Bible? I told Dad that Randy Kaplow's mom, and later Andrew Levy, told me that the passage in Isaiah about "unto us a child is given" isn't located in the Bibles, in their Bibles, due to the fact that Hebrew is all consonants and that they can make the words into anything and can translate the Old Testament into any way you want it. I then told Dad that if this is so, then why do Jews bother to even read their Hebrew Bible? I told Dad that I'd like to become Jewish just for a while and study that Isaiah 53 passage with other Jews and see how they have it translated. Dad said that they totally skip it with supernaturally. Dad said that they totally skip it and supernaturally ignore it. Well, I don't know about you, but I'd like to pursue this and see who is right, my dad or the Jews. Over and out, BR. P.S. One of the things that really blew me away with my dad and his fast is that the Woo and Baby Doll wanted to eat steak on the 4th of July night. There was a steak in the freezer that wouldn't be touched by my family, so Dad not only cooked it up, but cut it up and fed those two kids. The steak smelled wonderful, so good in fact that I ate some of it, and it was really good. Dad, already after 10 days of fasting then, didn't even touch it nor have the desire to eat it. It's amazing, I think. The only time I got scared for him was when he took a long time to come from going to the store. When it took a long time for him to come home from going to the store, I had a fear that the electrolytes in his heart might have failed him, but he came home fine. PPS. Eric Potter came down Saturday. He went swimming with me and Kevin. Eric tried to dive into the pool, but kept on doing painful belly flops instead. We tried not to laugh at him, but it looked really funny. He said he never had dove into a pool before. Seeing him trying to dive proved him truthful. Over and out. It was really funny. July 8th, 1999, Thursday night. I just got back from Dijuani's, where I had Indian food with Lotto and her fiance Joe, who I will be taking pictures of September 4th for their wedding. Anyway, I have some bad news. My dad had to go off his fast today due to his heart arrhythmia and dizziness coming on him after having his blood taken at a clinic. Not only did he have to go off his fast, but worst of all, he had to take beta blockers for the arrhythmia again. Oh well. Well, my cousin Scotty Grace and his mom, my Aunt Navy, are here tonight. I told them about my dad. Thank God I didn't put sesame butter in the candy I made to take over to Sandia's. The reason? Because Scotty ate some of it and could have died if there were sesame seed butter in it. Over and out. VR. August 9th, 1999. Or was it July 9th? I don't know. I think it's July 9th, Friday night. Today I worked at the Ralph Richardson Center, RRC, again, taking care of kids who couldn't talk nor feed themselves. One boy who moaned and made snoring sounds, had big ears, was ugly, and had to be tube-fed, ending up severely brain damaged due to SIDS. Yet, unfortunately, was kept from death by his heroic grandfather when he found him not breathing as an infant. Such a tragic thing makes me again question the meaning of life. Unfortunately, it was questioning that didn't make me feel good. What else? This night I was on the phone with Anissa for over 2 hours. She made it known to me that she ended up getting really attached to me and felt confused and depressed when I told her that I was still seeing Sandia. I told her that I too was feeling uncomfortable about this situation, being that I love Sandia, yet have so much in common with her also. Anissa thinks I'm trying to avoid her. In a way, I am. The reason? Because I am getting to the point again that I think nothing is ever going to happen with Iraq, and making me want to put messages into screenplay or novel rather than doing it for real. But if I'm dating, then I don't have time to write it. Anyway, tomorrow I'll be dating Anissa Allen. Over and out. September 10th? Oh, it's got to be July 10th, 1999, Saturday night. Today I dated Anissa Allen. We saw the animated Tarzan movie. It wasn't bad. After that I bought a pizza at Round Table